buttercup, you're a Barbie doll. Show them all what I'm made of. Strut down the hall, won't stop till I get enough.
Hey everyone, welcome back. So today, we're diving into a story that honestly has been really heavy on my mind these past few days, and I'm sure for a lot of you out there too.
Yeah.
We want to talk about Hudson Meek.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You probably saw it in the news. Just heartbreaking. The young actor who played, the younger version of Baby Driver.
Mm-hmm.
And, we're going to do a deep dive today.
Yeah.
Not just into the circumstances surrounding, his passing, which was just so sudden.
Right.
But also celebrate his life.
Yeah.
This vibrant young man.
Yeah.
We're going to look at, a couple different sources here. We've got his obituary and some initial news reports from CBS News.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And just try to kind of piece together, what happened and who he was.
It's interesting because, he was just 16.
I know.
But he really touched a lot of lives, it seems.
Yeah, and that's what's so, just gets you right in the feels about this whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's unpack what we know so far about what happened.
So, from what we know, the Jefferson County Coroner's Report states that Hudson passed away on December 21st. From blunt force injuries he sustained after falling from a moving vehicle on December 19th.
Wow.
And he was only 16. The Vestavia Hills Police Department is still investigating the incident, so we don't have all the details yet.
Gotcha. It's just such a stark reminder of how fragile life is.
Oh, absolutely.
1 minute someone is here full of potential.
Yeah.
And then
just like that. It makes you really think, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It does. But I think, to maybe shift gears a little bit.
Right.
And focus on, the life that he did live, his obituary. Really, wow, what a beautiful tribute.
I know, it's so well written.
Yeah, and it really captures this bright, energetic personality. He's described as reflective and thoughtful, but also like tenacious when he set his mind to something.
Yeah, I love that. And there's this line that really jumped out at me.
Yeah.
He was confident, spontaneous, quick-witted, and someone who never let the facts get in the way of a funny story.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
Makes you wonder, what kind of stories did this kid tell?
Seriously, what were those stories?
Well, I want to hear them.
And it's clear, that his life was so much richer than just his time on screen. This kid was a sophomore at Vestavia Hills High School, involved in football choir and the Fellowship of Christian Athletes.
Wow. Talk about well-rounded.
Yeah, quite a mix.
It really is. I mean, it makes you think about, the pressures that young actors must face trying to balance a normal high school life.
Yeah.
With, the demands of the film industry.
Oh, absolutely. It really does raise the question. I mean, here we have someone who's excelling in academics, athletics, and the arts.
Yeah.
This kid was a high achiever, but also clearly someone who, cared about his community and his faith.
Yeah, it's a reminder that, there's so much more to people than what we see on the surface, especially with celebrities. It's easy to forget that they have lives and passions outside of their work.
Absolutely put them in a box and forget that they're just normal people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of his work, I think, a lot of us probably first saw him as young Baby in that 2017 film, Baby Driver.
Oh, yeah. Do you remember that opening scene where he's dancing to the music while his foster parents are fighting in the background? Such a small part, but you could already see his talent just shining through.
I know. And to think he was only 10 years old then?
Yeah, something like that.
It really speaks to, his natural ability. And charisma.
It does, Baby Driver is a film I go back to time and time again.
It's so good.
It's stylish. The soundtrack is killer. And that scene, well, maybe we'll save that for another deep dive.
I think we should.
Yeah.
Another time. It is tragic, that we won't get to see what else he could have accomplished.
Yeah, what he could have done. There is a memorial service planned for December 28th at Dawson Memorial Baptist Church in Homewood, Alabama. And it will be live streamed, so anyone who wants to can pay their respects.
That's good. That's good that they're doing that. A good opportunity for his community to come together and remember him.
Yeah, as we wrap up here, I can't help but think this deep dive has given us a glimpse into a life that was lived to the fullest. Even though it was cut tragically short. Mm-hmm. He was an actor, an athlete, a singer. And by the sounds of it, quite the character.
He was.
What are your final thoughts?
Well, I think what's particularly poignant is, the impact that he had on so many different groups of people. He clearly excelled in so many areas, and his loss will be felt deeply by his family and friends and the community as a whole. And I think he leaves behind, a powerful legacy that reminds us to embrace our passions, connect with others, and maybe even tell a few good stories along the way.
Absolutely. That's something we can all carry with us.
I think so.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next time for another deep dive.
Sound the alarm. I'm coming up. We'll have a ball. I'm sweet like a buttercup. You're Barbie doll. Show them all what I'm made of. Strut down the hall. Won't stop till I get enough.